Welcome to our presentation on breaking the cycle, navigating leadership and cultural changes in Vectorcomm. Today we will explain the journey of Vectorcomm, a telecommunication giant, and discuss the challenges and strategies involved in transforming its leadership and culture. So let's begin. So today's our group member is myself, then Susmita Reddy, Yu Ling, and Renu Singh. And today's our mentor is Ms. Heidi. She is a senior lecturer and deputy head of school research and training at University of Newcastle. Our table of content is first we are going through introduction, then principle of servant leadership, then how changing culture in organization, just like as Vectorcomm. Then we delve into ethics and culture. Next point is section, planning and discussion, and we complete with the conclusion and thanks. First point is breaking the cycle, how navigating leadership and cultural changes in Vectorcomm. First slide about introduction. We are going through introduction. Vectorcomm technology, once a titan in telecommunication, has faced a tumultuous journey marked by aggressive growth, ethical lapses, and transformative leadership shifts. In this presentation, we will delve into the challenges Vectorcomm encountered under different leadership styles and explore strategies to break free from cyclical pattern of leadership and cultural changes. We analyze the intricacies of organizational dynamics and propose actionable solutions for Vectorcomm's sustainable future. Next slide about Vectorcomm's trajectory. Vectorcomm, once a powerhouse in telecommunications, that experienced a period of aggressive growth under the leadership of Marcus Reynolds. Reynolds' tenure was characterized by a cutthroat corporate culture, emphasized rapid expansion and relentless pursuit of success. However, this growth was marred by ethical lapses, including boys' club mentality and allegations of corruption and some kind of fund misappropriation also. The fall of these scandals led the resignation of Reynolds and a keyboard member also, sparking a mass exodus of top management in Vectorcomm. In response, a shareholder appointed Elizabeth Jensen as the new CEO, known for her ethical leadership and their commitment to servant leadership principles. Jensen's appointment marked a significant shift in Vectorcomm's leadership approach that aimed at fostering a culture of transparency, collaboration, and employee well-being. Our next topic about principle of servant leadership. Principle of servant leadership that contains empathy, humility, stewardship, and empowerment. Servant leadership is a transformative approach to leadership that places that need to other at the forefront, and it is grounded in several key principles that guided the actions and behaviors of servant leaders. Firstly, empathy. Empathy is central to servant leadership. Leader who practice empathy actively listen to their employees, seek to understand their perspectives, and demonstrate compensation and understandings. Secondly, humility. Second point is a hallmark of servant leadership. Leaders who are humble recognize their own limitations and value of the contributions of others. They foster a collaborative environment where everyone input is valued in the organization. A third point, servant leaders act as stewards of their organization's resources, just like as their employee and the well-being of their employees. They prioritize the long-term success of the organization and make decisions that benefit both of the companies and its stakeholders. And the final part is the servant leaders empower their employees by providing them with the support, resource, opportunities, and by that they need to succeed. And they delegate the authority also, encourage autonomy, and foster a culture of creative and innovation. In Vectorcomm, Elizabeth Jensen's adoption of servant leadership principles aim to remedy the toxic culture of the past and create a more ethical, inclusive workplace. Then we are moving on servant leadership, a double-edged sword. Servant leadership, while bringing positive changes to Vectorcomm, also presented challenges that impacted the organization's ability to complete the effectiveness. As a result, Vectorcomm capacity to adapt swiftly to market change was impeded, hindering its competitiveness in the industry of telecommunication. And furthermore, the nurturing environment created by servant leadership and fostered competency among employees, and this will reduce the drive of innovation and risk taking within the company and organization. and as a consequences, potentially transformative project were sliding in favor of safer, less ambitious endeavor and timing Vectorcomm's potential for growth and innovation. Now I would like to hand over further points to Susmita Reddy.
Thank you, Poojan, for giving me this opportunity. Now, I would like to discuss about changing organizational culture. It refers to the shaped values, beliefs, norms, and practices that characterize an organization and guide the behavior of its employee. It encompasses the collective attitudes that shape the way people interact, make decisions, and work together within the organization. Changing an entrenched organizational culture is a complex and challenging endeavor that requires careful planning and execution. Exploring the complicated aspects of changing culture. As Vectorcomm starts changing its culture, it faces many difficulties. Changing culture involves understanding what's already there and why. People often resist change because they are scared or unsure. To get past this, clear communication, getting everyone involved, and making sure everyone is responsible is really important. When employees don't like changes at work, it causes a lot of problems. One of the biggest challenges is resistance to change. People naturally get comfortable with the way things are, especially when they have been doing it for a long time. So when there is change in organizational culture, the work gets slower, and when changes mess up how things run or make products worse, consumers don't like it, they might stop buying from the company. And when coming to the employees, they feel stressed when changes happen because they might get worried or feel unsure about their jobs. This makes them feel bad and not to work anymore. People don't like their jobs because of these changes, and they feel that their jobs are harder, and employees might start to hate working there. For example, when an organization has a new operating system for keeping track of things, the workers are not used to it, so they make mistakes, and customers will not be satisfied, which can damage the organizational reputation, and it can also affect the growth of an organization. When Vectorcomm tries to change its culture, some people might resist or push back. They might doubt or be negative about the changes. To tackle these issues, the company needs to talk openly, involve everyone, and show how the new culture will be better. By creating an environment of trust and openness, they can ease worries and get everyone on board with the changes. Making changes in a company can be really good for a few reasons. New safety rules means fewer accidents, which keeps everyone safer. When employees help decide on changes and know their concerns are heard, they feel happier and work better. With fewer accidents, the work runs smoother and saves money so that the things are getting done faster. When a company shows its care about safety, people want to work there and buy from them. By sticking to safety laws, the company avoids trouble and stays on good terms with the law. With a safer workplace, employees feel better and want to stay, which keeps skilled workers around longer. Now I would like to hand over it to Yuling.
Hello, my name is Yulin. Today I will talk about ethics and the culture in organization. An organization's culture reflects its values, ethical principles, and behavior standards. There are four important concepts of building a culture of ethics. There are communication, prioritization, resources, and initiatives. First, communication. In organizations, effective communication is key. Communication skills can help team members understand the organization's goals, values, and ethical principles. Second, prioritization. This means in situations where resources are limited, organizations must identify and prioritize their objectives and actions. Third, resources. This includes money, manpower, time, technology, and other necessary resources to support the operation and achievement of organization's goals. Fourth, initiatives. This refers to action taken by an organization to achieve specific goals or address particular issues. Initiatives may involve the development and implementation of projects, activities, strategies, or policies. These 4 points are combined to achieve each other. We can see in this case that former CEO Michael Ronan conditioned employees to work under a cooperative culture to sleep, diversion, and long hours, and even tolerate the existence of boys' clubs, leaving the organization with chronic ethical problems that eventually burned into schedules. In fact, Vectorcomm technologies should unblock communication channels, establish priorities, integrate resources, and advocate a positive organizational culture. Ethics should not be seen as abstracts, but rather as essential pillars of long-term success. Companies must ensure that every decision they make, every action they take, upholds the highest standards of integrity, while at the same time driving us towards their strategic goals.
In the circle of leadership and cultural change within organizations, Vectorcomm Technologies is a company that appears to be going through a vicious circle, but the policy of both the previous CEO and the current CEO are two extremes, so it is possible to break out of this circle by taking a number of steps. Firstly, it is important to establish clear ethical standards. This will provide employees with clear guidelines for behavior and ensure that the organization remains consistent on a ethical level. Secondly, providing ethics training can sensitize employees to ethical issues and help them to better cope with challenges and conflicts. At the same time, encouraging open communication promotes trust between employees and leadership, thereby reducing the spread of resentment. In addition, sound leadership succession planning is key to ensuring continuity and stability with an organization. By developing and selecting leadership candidates with ethical leadership qualities, continuously evaluating them, utilizing their talents and candidates who have been honed on the job, the organization can be assured of a smooth transition and progress in the event of the change in leadership. In summary, in such a high-risk industry, the direction of leadership and organization cultural change is important to the organization's ability to move toward success. And it is vital that leadership styles are changed in a timely manner along with changes in organizational styles, and that ethical considerations are balanced with competitiveness. Hence, to ethical principle can avoid corruption and earn the trust and respect of employees and customers, while stable leaders can provide continuity of good policies and lay the foundation for long-term success. So that's my speech. Thank you.
Before we conclude, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank to you and each and every one of you for your time, attention, and engagement throughout this presentation. Your active participation and thoughtful contributions have made this discussion incredibly enriched and valuable. We truly appreciate your insights, questions, and feedback, which have added depth and perspective to our exploration of leadership and cultural changes in Vectorcomm. I would also like to express my gratitude to my team members and Ms. Heidi, our mentor, for their support and assistance in making this presentation possible. Thank you, guys.